Hello. Prajwala, hello, how are you? Prajwala.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Arvind.
Nice to meet you, Jeff.
Oh, nice to meet you. Again. We're making a quick video here. We've just done an inspection. It's a dual living house. We've done the main house and we've done the granny flat.
Yeah.
What's your immediate first impressions having seen the finished product?
We are so happy with the finished product. We are so happy with the Jeff work. We are so happy with the Rick's work as well. Rick is our property manager.
Yeah. Supervisor.
Supervisor. He's been so good. He's been sending emails to us every Monday, and we are so happy seeing his emails. I'm just giving the full review.
Just pause. Initial reaction. What's your initial reaction? You have a beautiful house yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
what do you think of this?
I think we have hardly come here. Like, we are not visiting quite often. But when we saw this, like, we were like in awe. Like, yeah, this is so good. So I think everything is placed well. The rooms are spacious and the area is good. The backyard, I really loved it.
It's come up very well.
Very well for both the houses. Yeah. So that was really good. And
that's that bit of science. We don't charge you any more money, but we stand there as if it's ours and it's our back garden. Yes. We go, what would we do here to give the optimum? And it's turned out beautifully.
Exactly.
Because you had a bit of slope and we've been able to.
Yeah, that's right. Because especially when it is two houses.
Yes.
When I especially thought like maybe they might have to compromise with the size of the things and all but it's really.
It just feels like two separate houses.
Exactly.
And it is. Two separate rentals.
Yeah.
Cash flow to help pay down your maths lady over here. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. Right? Hello. Thank you. We're going to get you to do some talking at the end. Would that be okay? Cool. So at the very beginning, how did you find us? How did it all start? Because you bought this block, right?
Yeah. So I went to Facebook. There was this Huntley group on the Facebook. I just asked a random question like, who are you building the dual key houses? So someone mentioned to me, someone said, okay, most of the houses are built by Habitat Homes.
Yes, because there's not many dual in there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a special permission type thing.
Right.
We'll circle back to that later because of course the challenges that we've solved as well. All right.
Yeah.
And then we spoke.
Yes.
Yeah. What was your initial impression of our business and our company and us?
The first thing, I think I was in the market looking other places as well. I was talking to different people, some different developers and builders. But I found you to be, I was very easy to open to. I asked my questions and everything, and you answered them.
Lots of questions.
Lots of questions.
Yeah, and the knowledge that you had, basically, that we got that trust and confidence. Okay, fine, yes. You know what you are doing, and then we can trust you.
Yeah.
Because we stay far away and we don't know how things work here, and we don't know the people as well. So yeah.
And we'll ask about that, but I promised you I would be very committed to that project, right? And make sure we delivered a good solution. Yeah, very good. So that's why you chose us.
Yes.
Of all those competitors, roughly how many people had you spoken to originally?
I spoke to 2 builders other than Habitat.
Right, so 3.
I don't want to name them, but
no. I didn't ask you that question. That's okay. All right. So we started the journey, right? And we did a lot of maths, right? We did some PIA, some forecasting, so that you had a rough idea.
Yeah.
And then you tweaked a few little things here and there, some shower niches, etc.
Yeah.
Right? What was that build journey like? We built a house.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a quick one. I was very surprised with the way Ricky was sending those emails saying, oh, this is done already. It's
because
done
we did not
already.
expect that, because we were thinking like it would go a bit longer.
Yeah.
And then
To be honest with you, we lost some time with the initial glitch with
so what happened there? First of all, you bought an unregistered block and we had to wait.
Yeah.
And second of all, you bought from Huntley as a dual living block.
Yes.
And we'll deal with it in a separate video. But essentially, they approved it for that. There was a change by the statutory supplier, and Huntley, unfortunately, the developer missed it. Right. And then you rang me one day and said, "I just got a bill for $21,777. What?" I'm like, so that began a tactical, exercise which I don't know. It was exceptionally detailed, many meetings, but the bottom line is we got them to agree to an agreement to waive most of that fee for you. And whilst it took you a little bit of time,
Yeah.
you save like $16,000,
Right.
right? So
Right,
or
exactly.
more.
Yeah.
So it was an important battle to win.
Yeah.
And I did say to you, as soon as we get past this,
Yeah.
we will build quickly for you.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So the build's been exceptionally quick.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
we've caught up. If you
Yeah.
looked at, we've way caught up that time.
Yeah.
We've appointed a property manager. You've done that. You're about to meet Sophie. She's going to come in.
Oh.
Yeah. To talk to people about the journey itself.
Yeah.
Inform-
So as I was saying, I was talking to other developers. I was in their Facebook group as well.
Yeah.
So I was getting some reviews about getting delays. They are not giving the keys, not completion, and everything. So I was under the impression that this will be something similar, if not.
We're prepared for that.
Some good. I was not expecting to be having that sort of bad experience,
Right.
but I was pleasantly surprised, and we were really surprised the way we finished. Like 2-3 months, we were not.
Yeah, I think the constant feedback is something which helped us to see where we are at.
Yeah.
Every week we used to get most of the week we used to get the pictures and everything. It used to feel so happy that they have done this, and then every week you used to set that kind of milestone like goal. Okay, fine, this week we are doing that. So and then next week we used to get the pictures with that. It's completed. We're that is really good. They are really on track.
Well, it's a fact actually that there are other people who've used other builders, like one of your friends, and it's taking a long time. And actually, someone sent me a text the other day about their next property, right? And I asked them how much rent they were getting for the last property, and they said actually the builder is only halfway, and that was like a year.
Right.
So this is an exceptionally quick journey in a time when everybody else is
Totally agree with that. Yeah.
Good.
No.
All right. So I'm going to ask you for a mark. It's an NPS score, so I have to ask it a certain way.
Yeah.
It's how happy you would be referring us to a friend, right? From 0 to 10.
11.
Yeah, I would say 10 because, as I said, right, so building the house, this is the first time because we have all bought a property which is already built and, already established and things like that. Building for us, this was the first time, and we were also thinking a lot and everything
It can be a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
For most people,
Yeah,
it's a real problem.
Yeah, so in that regards, stepping into something new and absolutely knowing nothing, you really helped us a lot. So that's why it's 10 on 10. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Cheers. What advice have you got to other people? They're out there thinking, right? You'd gone ahead and bought your own block, right? And you've done well. There was a little bit of slope which we've sorted, right? Some other people are at the beginning of the journey and they'll get us to find the block as well, right?
Yeah.
But basically they're out there and they're thinking about doing
I
something.
would suggest whatever question you have, don't think about it, just call Jeff, he'll explain to you. Any doubts, anything, you can ask him. You still can go to someone else, but speak to Jeff first, he'll explain it to you clearly and your doubts will be solved.
Yeah, and we'll also help you around the broker and the other questions and the solicitor,
Yes,
etc.
yeah.
All right. So, in relation to that, what has this done for you? You do have your own house, beautiful house, nice car, good jobs, lots of tax, right? So, what have you gained by doing this? There'll be people that, I've heard that doing investment property is a good idea. What do I get? What are your benefits?
So this one is a dual key house.
Yes.
So we have 2 tenants. The positive cash flow is an advantage. Obviously, property values increase, capital gains you'll have in the future. Rather than
You've got them already.
So
Like 200 grand.
yes, the land value has increased, and once the build is complete, after a year or two, the build value, everything will increase. The property, that's how it works.
So capital gained?
Yes, positive cash flows.
Positive cash flow, so 2 lots of rental income coming in, right? And way over what we forecast, which is nice. Right? I was conservative with the forecasts. Depreciation.
Yes.
You're going to be able to claim, right? And again, the property manager can sort out. I gave you the details for the depreciation report. You'll pay half what you normally would for that, just because everybody gets that benefit. We don't want any money from it, so you just get the savings. And you're going to be able to now every week of this year that it's on the market, and it'll be on the market in a week's time. It'll be off the market 2 days later because in actual fact the tenants will be there. But officially, when it goes on the market, that's the date. From that day to June 30 is all claimable. So you've got 2 months plus, 2.5, 3 months really, because it's 3rd of April today, and that amount of depreciation will come off this year. So call it roughly 1/4 of 18,000. this year, which is another bonus, and that is the little gift of finishing quicker. Because otherwise it wouldn't have been part of it.
Much appreciated.
And you're very, very welcome. And look, to us it's a pleasure. People meet us and they say, we can tell that you actually love doing it, and we do. It's been an honour. Right? It really has. Right. Anything else you would like to say to anybody out there?
Yeah, I'll be very honest with you. Initially, when you were so good explaining about everything, so sometimes you feel like this guy is so good. There's something catchy about it.
It's so good to be true.
So you feel that, right? Someone is trying to explain you so many things. You feel like, oh, there's something catchy about it. There's something, but
and also like,
pleased to finally know that there's nothing fishy about it.
No hidden. It's funny, it's the very end when people say, we thought that it was too good to be true, but it's not. And that's an important point to make to people, because you know they don't understand that we understand your culture, what's important to you, your questions. So thank you. What about yourself? Because most of my dinners have been with your husband. You're always very busy.
I'm like, he's mostly into this business, investment and things like that. I'm like quite into my work and this thing. So everything is like his brain. So all his management, and so happy to see now everything coming out together. It's really beautiful.
Very, very good.
So this gives us confidence to, as you said, go further and then do more.
We're at a building site. We did, the fences are going in, so the very final steps, we're here now, so that if we did find things that could be rectified. Obviously they're popping in the side fences, which is important, and doing lots of finishing stuff, so that in a week we get that all soon. And we asked for 5 minutes and they listened. They've done slightly longer than that, but that's all good. So and it's the detail. It's been an absolute pleasure. You will find that, based on I know your situation, when you're ready, right, it's something that you can do again. And it gives you the same thing. If you've got two concurrently, you've got 2 lots of depreciation, 4 lots of rent or 3 lots of rent. Lots of people do a single after the dual, whatever works, right? But they're both growing in the market. And your superannuation, I remember your maths, we won't say it here, but you've got nowhere near enough super to ever be able to retire on your superannuation, and that's okay. Most people are in the same boat. So this is like your super booster, right? Getting you extra wealth for that retirement.
That's true.
Very good?
Cool.
Done.
Thanks, Dave.
Done. Are you going to come and say hi? You've been so good. Come and wave over here. Can you see? Yay! And do you like the house? Yeah. Which one's better, the bigger side or the other side, or they're both pretty cool? Both. Mum and Dad in here and you in next door? All together. Cheers. Thank you.